So, hi, hello, everyone. So, for this week, we came back again with an interesting topic and with you. And today, all our slots are booked, and we are looking very interesting and beautiful because everybody is there in our queue. So, Kirtana's there, Ramya is there, and always Dennis, boss is there. So, hi, guys. So, what we
Hi,
gonna?
Rasha.
Hi, everyone. So what we're going to talk
Hello.
about today is interesting topic to all age people. We can tell short and sweet like this. So we're going to talk about relationship today. So we'll discuss what is relationship and everything inside the relationship. We'll critically discuss, we define, we go to the extent. So we'll discuss it today. We'll start with a short and sweet definition with Dennis today, and then we'll discuss about it one by one. Hi, Dennis, you can share your
Okay,
thoughts.
I normally I'd like to say that I like to hear what you all think the relationship is before I say mine. So I'll pass to Ramya. Ramya, what comes to your mind when you think about a relationship? What comes to
Uh,
mind?
yeah, it's like a special person who is bonded with us, like in all the way, like emotions and love. And whenever we think of a situation, whatever it could be, and we can just go back to them and we can just share those things, and we feel like there is someone with us, and we are happy that someone is there for every time when we go and look after for anything, and they'll support us and they'll guide us. It's like a moral, ethical, in any way, like encouraging, motivating for reaching the goals, career goals, or sometimes we don't know what we have to do, but the person who we are in a relationship, he is the one who is going to guide me in motivating the things or studying or anything in my life. If I feel like I'm not getting the things right, and there is a person who is bonded with me in all the kinds, and I can just go back to the person and I can feel the safe, like
Yeah,
where I can be feeling the safe in my world. So
yeah,
I think that is a kind of a relationship, right?
yeah. That's a very loaded definition. Kitna, you've been smiling. What did it speak to you? What did the definition speak to you of?
When it comes to me, a relation can be like with any of the person, whom you know, whom you don't know. It can be with the nature, it can be with anything. But the word relation can be defined as something which is very special to one person's life, which
Mm,
which they
mm,
can feel, which they can be with, which they can
yeah,
understand, which they can see all
yeah,
around. So
yeah,
when it comes about relationships, there are so many aspects that come into our mind, but the main thing is the bond that we carry out with our family, mainly with mom, dad,
yeah,
because relationship is just one word, but it has a different meaning with different people
yeah,
when we see in our
yeah.
lives. So
That's
it's a
interesting.
really deep topic that we have to discuss in detail, is what I feel. And because every person gives us a different meaning for it. So
Yeah,
my dad comes up in my mind when I talk about relations. So yeah, I would
that
like to
that's
talk about
interesting.
it
Rasha,
after. Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis.
yeah. That's, so what comes to mind?
Okay, from my point of view, yeah, I'm very impressive and happy with Kirtana's definition because she gave a very beautiful definition for relationship. It can be anything. So the relationship
Mm,
means it's a connection and bond which we have. We can talk and we can express anything to the person whom with whom we have that relationship. So it's a they don't have the barrier in between them, so we can express anything. And one more thing is like we can get some good solutions, and they will be a good companion and guide. What Ramya said. So these are
yeah,
that's really a very beautiful definition. Nothing more than that what Kirtana said because she covered
yeah,
everything. It can be with anything nature. It can be with anything food.
yeah,
You can ask me
Yeah.
my first.
And if you have not mentioned food, I would have said something is wrong. But now I'm feeling very good.
Exactly.
Okay, good stuff for everybody, and I think that we are all on a roll here. So when we talk about relationship, there is an element of mutuality. That is to say, mutual understanding. So
Yeah.
one of the key things that you would know when you talk about a relationship is the fact that it can exist between two or more parties. And like you said earlier, there are different types of relationship. There are people who are related and bonded by family. There are people who are bonded and related as friends. There are people who are bonded and related, with regards to, their emotions. Now, most times, people tag relationship with anything that has to do with feeling of love and affection and erotic desires, but it's far from that. So you can, Ramya talked about somebody who knows you, who understands you. Relationship starts with all that knowledge, that understanding, that bonding. How can we be lovers when we are not friends?
Yes.
So these are key tenets of a relationship. And when you look at relationships that last, they are deep friends, valuing the other person. And that's so important. The purpose of a relationship sometimes is also missed out. Now, we don't go into a relationship because we are compatible. Compatibility is, if you buy a car, that is, I drive a Mitsubishi ASX luxury edition full option, and then I was my seat belt got cracked a bit. I think the kids were playing with it. So when I wanted to go for MOT, they said, please don't do your MOT until you change your belt. I think I screamed about that seat belt in one of our videos. Now, I have to get a seatbelt that is compatible with my car, otherwise it will not work. Relationship it's not about compatibility, because the person you are in relationship with is not your hand. My hand has to be compatible with me. My head has to be compatible with me. My heart compatible with me. But relationship is about complementarity. Try to wash your hands without soap on the sink with one hand. You will not get it as clean as it will be when you wash with two hands.
Right.
So what happens in relationship is there are two people who come together to support each other, usually helping each other. When one is weak, one is happy. When one is low, one is cheerful. It's always like that. And guess what? We always want to be with people who are not us. If you look at what happens in many relationships, you will see that the person that you are with, you will wonder, why is this person that is very, very bubbly and loud and noisy with a very quiet person in a relationship? Because opposite attracts.
Exactly.
We want something we don't have. So relationship is with that person that gives you something you are missing, something you are lacking. Okay, so this is very important, and all these things put together is what relationship is and why it's very important. Okay, so
Yes.
what's the next question?
So the next question will be, so why it's important? Why relationship important in life? There are
Yeah.
certain lot of factors other than this.
Yeah.
Why relationship? A lot of people, they don't want to marry. A lot of people, they want to be single. We have to give some our thoughts why it's important. That will be an answer to them if they have
Yeah.
some glitches or questions have in their mind.
Yeah. First and foremost, relationship is not marriage.
Mm-hmm.
The mistake people have, including yours truly, me in the past, is, when I met my wife, I loved her. People say you can't fall in love in first sight. I say lie. You see somebody you love. Look, I don't fall in love. I stand in love. My love is not blind. My love can see. I saw her, I loved her, I liked her, and I was in my mind. She was already my wife, but in her mind, she was like, "What's wrong with this person?" So we have to be able to separate the two things.
Mhm.
So relationship first and foremost, starts with that understanding, starts with that knowledge, starts with that bonding, starts with that getting to know the other person. And a successful relationship is one where friends come to know each other to a point where they begin to complement each other. So why is it important? It's important because it helps to complement each other. The person you are in a relationship with completes you. Now, people always say, I don't want to give somebody power over me. I am all okay by myself. Nonsense. Nobody, we're not meant to be, we're not created, to be alone. Now, loneliness is different from being alone. We are not created to be lonely. You can, but we are created to be, we are relational beings. That's why, when you find somebody that's appealing to you, that knows you, that accepts you, you change. You are always a better person. You tend to want to wear a good shirt when you are going out. Meanwhile, if the person is not there, you wear a ripped up shirt and no. So relationship, you are talking about the importance. It brings out the best in you. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you're not getting any better, that's a sign that relationship is faulty. If your relationship is somebody and the person is not challenging you to bring out your best, that's the sign. You want somebody who will tell you, go, you can make it. And then somebody who will also tell you, you know what you're doing is shit. You got to stop. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble.
Mhm.
Second, a relationship is not about competition. You don't want someone who will be competing with you. That's why I said the word complementarity. We are complementing ourselves, not competing with ourselves. I don't need to blow out your lights for me to shine brighter. We can all shine. There is enough space for everybody's light. And any relationship that makes you not to have friends with others, watch it. Relationships are not supposed to be, you're not supposed to be, greedy. I'm not looking for greed now. When the person takes you away from your friends.
Something which
Selfish
cuts
Possessive.
down the other relations.
Yes,
Yeah.
possessive. That's the word.
possessiveness.
Possessive. Yes. There's some people when they are with you, no. So these are key things. So watch out, my friends. Watch out, global family. The person you are in a relationship with, do they make you smile? Do they make you want to be better? Do they challenge you for good? Are they competing with you? Red flag.
Mhm.
So are you getting better since you knew them? If not, red flag. Are they making you anybody who tells you don't tell people we're in a relationship? Lie. That person is a cheat or is not serious with you.
Yeah.
So all these kind of things, because when a man loves a woman, he tells the world about her. That's the first thing you will know. And I want to be very, very frank with you. It's a risk.
Yeah.
It's a risk. It's a risk. So all these are benefits and flags that you need to see, red flags that you need to see when you think about relationships. Yeah. So more questions.
No, we can shift this same question to Ramya
Yeah.
Yes,
because
Ramya, you are
Ramya,
the newest married woman in the entire
newly
world.
married woman, so she's young also, so she can share her
Yes.
thoughts.
Yeah. So even there would be a confusion. Even I say that there would be a confusion between the relationship and the marriage. But when you are in a relationship, it is also means like you are already married. It should be in that way. Then only you can understand the person and you can fall for them, and they can also understand you, and they will fall for you as well. So as we say that the relationships are not only with the person you are going to marry, or your friendship, or the mother, father, siblings. There are different connections, different blood relations, different perspectives we have with everyone, and every bond is a different, and we can't compare one with another. Everything will be stands with a different. So there will be lots of challenges and implications when we are in a relations. As you said about the red flags, I'll say something different. I will not only the red flags, but there could be a different way where the we can also attract to the same persons. But after a certain time, when we are in a relationship, we will get to know that it is not going to work in this way. Even though we are same, we have the same taste and we have the same goal, we have the same career, but we are not competing with each other. But moving forward, like after some time we travel together, after there could be some glitches come in between them because of the same thoughts and the same things. And if they are not understanding and adjusting, or not expressive with both of them, then it is not going to work. Even though you are in the same way, same thoughts, if you are not able to understand the person or not able to communicate, communication is the key in every relationship. If you are not expressing your feelings, if you are not expressing what you are thinking inside, and you are not keeping that with your partner, who could be you are in a relationship, that could be anyone, your brother, father, sisters, love, husband, anyone. If you are not expressing what you are, what is inside, or how you felt with them, and what are the things were happening, whether it is going to be right or wrong, if you are not expressing, after some times, if there is a no communication going on, it will fade away, and that relationship will not continue. After some time, either we might lose the connection or they might lose the interest on us. So these are the implications will happen even though you are bonded together and have the same thoughts and same thing. And I can give a good example that actually not only the relationships or the things, but also the circumstances will also play a crucial role in some kind of relationship. I can give a good example of a big businessman. He is Ratan Tata. His love story is like he already had a lover when he was studying in America during his studies. Their relationship was very good and they were happy. He want to marry her. He want to bring her to India as well. But due to her grandmother ill, he came back to India to saw her and take care of the business and all. After he coming here, there was a war between the India and China. Because of that, their parents were not allowed them to marry, and because of that he is still single. After that he was fallen for different relationships, but he thought that no one is like her. So there could be some kind of relationships like that as well, who still we will feel that due to the circumstances we miss these things.
Interesting.
And when you look at the challenges that comes with relationship, like you've talked about, you know, offense. When you are usually when you start in a relationship, it's all lovey-dovey, ooey gooey. Oh, if I don't see you, I'm going to die. You'll be on the phone for 3 hours. All right, cut it. Oh, no, I'm waiting for you to cut it. And then you will escort her to her bus stop. She will escort you back. Then you spend 2 hours saying bye, 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 bye. Like at that point, it's all honeymoon rosy. And then you decide that, okay, let's take a holiday trip together. Let's go somewhere. And then you sit close to the person and the person is chewing gum. Sorry, do you want to chew quietly, please? And she's like, excuse me, it's my life. Or something. You know, relationship is quite challenging. They are quite challenging because you have two different people, naturally opposite. Usually, when a relationship is in turmoil, one person wants the other person to be like them. In your mind, that is what you think you want, but that's not what it's supposed to be. So offense is the biggest challenge with relationship because the other person is different from you. And most of the time, the other person will not even know that they have offended you. And offense is like you taking poison, expecting the other person to die.
Mhm.
So you will find two people in a relationship, sometimes not even about love relationship, but what you did to me in 1992, I don't like it, and this is 2024. You just keep piling offense and offense and offense and offense, and we the easiest, it's not the easiest thing, but one of the things that will make a relationship thrive, and is when we learn to let go. When you look at the big picture, I value you so much such that what you have said now does not, and I would not argue. If arguing with you would make me lose my peace, if it will not make any difference, what I've learned recently, and I'm still learning, by the way, I've been with my wife now, relationship, and been married to her 3 years plus now. I've been married to 3-4 different women, because every day she shows me a new dimension and a new side, and I'm enjoying it. So and that's what every one of us are changing as well. But one thing I've been doing of late is, when I feel offended, I ask myself a simple question: if I tell you how I feel, what will I gain? Because sometimes in trying to explain how I feel, or in trying to make a case as to why you are wrong, I can put fuel into the fire.
Yeah.
So there are times when you just let go and pour water on your offense, and see the person. I you separate the person from the mistake. Bashar, what you have done is not good, but Bashar, you are a good person. So when you separate the person from the mistake, the challenges of relationship is solved by 50%, because you are not looking at the person like the person is a mistake. And that's why every time when people are in a mistake, why are you always like this? No, you are telling the person is a mistake. Why do you always do this? Why do you always do this? No, you did this, and it's not good, but not the person. You are not
Mhm.
a mistake. Yes, you
Yeah.
make mistake. I make mistake. I am learning every day. So be considerate. Cut people slack, and don't paint people by the mistakes they make, and you will enjoy your relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. Any more question on this segment? So have we exhausted any of the questions that we have on that side?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think we have another 5 minutes. Say again.
I would like to make one point relating to the same
Yes, please go
question.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we spoke about different factors. I feel like personally, I feel it is about the effort that a person gives into any kind of relationship. If it comes to your family members, it's in the effort of doing things for them. It's in the effort of
Mm-hmm.
celebrating things for them, or expressing
Mm-hmm.
what you feel towards them. When it comes
Yeah.
to someone special in your life, it depends on how loyal you're being to them, or how much you're
Yeah.
giving towards them. So
Yeah.
even like I would take an example of my grandmom, whom I used to see, like in a relation with her, I used to see the love she has towards me. That is just unconditional. Whenever, like, I used to not spend too much time also with her, but whenever I used to go to her, she used to accept me with the same love every time. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the bond that is already created on some circumstances, some things that we have gone through. And then with the points that we don't like, we should never try pinpointing, as you told, Dennis. We should never try
Yeah.
pinpointing it and make the things more negative and prolong it, is what I feel. And it's all in the
Yeah.
effort that we give. If it is
Yeah.
the positive effort, or we are at some point we even feel we are suffocating ourselves by putting this much effort, but it's all worth it at the end, most
Yeah.
probably, is what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. It is worth it. It's the. I think it's work. Relationship is work. You have to put the work. You have to. He that wants to be a friend or that wants a friend must be first friendly. Must be first friendly. You don't have to always, back people away from your life. Every time you're negative and every time you're screaming and every time and then you wonder why, people are staying away from you. No, you have to be friendly, and then you got to, like you said, you got to put in the work. I know my grandmother, when I was growing up, I grew up with my grandparents because, my mom had me when she was 17 and she had to go back to high school. So my nana took me, and my siblings were always then, because I had uncles that I'm older than, and I have aunties that are my mates and all that, because my mom was still young when she had me. But my grandmother, it was tough to be able to get her to relate well with me. But one thing I know I did was when I was in university, I kept visiting her home regularly, cook, go to the market, do chores. And she found out that of all the kids, that even her own kids, I'm always home. And today we are very sweet. My granddad is late now, but myself and my grandmother, we are sweet because that bond of the fact that I was always there. And I've learned a lot of wisdom from her as well. Okay, so if you're complaining that somebody is not doing something, check yourself as well. What are you doing? What are you doing differently? But
Yeah.
don't be codependent. Now, I just want to make this point very clear as we wrap up. I know we may have a few more thoughts, but codependency is where there is a problem. Codependency is where you base your happiness, yourself, and being off another person. Your identity is now gotten from a relationship. No, you don't need to do that. You are unique, you are important, you're special. The relationship complements you. It does not define you. Your relationships don't define you. A lot of people, when they get married, yes, you take your husband's name or your wife's name or whatever names you decided to do. Sometimes men take their wife's name out of love. I'm a Nigerian, I won't do that. No, I don't have a problem with people who do that, but nahi, 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 Now, but codependency is a serious problem in relationships because at that point you are putting too much pressure on the other person because you are expecting them to live for two people. No, let them breathe as well. Complement each other, but do not necessarily put all your expectation and all your joys and happiness and hopes in one person. That's too much power to give to anybody. That's too much power. Nobody deserves that. You deserve to be in control of your emotions, of your happiness, of your identity. And that should be something we put very clear. While we say relationships are important and they're useful, and we've talked about that, but we still want to talk about the fact that you can be one by yourself and yet be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really a healthy and good conversation about relationship. Definitely, relationship should not be offense, and we have to give freedom to each other. Then only
Yeah.
there will be some understanding. There should not be a barrier or anything between two people. It should be visible how a person's thoughts and what they are thinking about each other. Then only there will not be some betrayal or whatever we say, uh, that we can avoid these things. So be happy and be visible. So talk with each other, at least spend some good time in weekends, whatever time you got, with a cup of coffee and with some songs at night. I think in
Wow.
relationship we don't.
Basha, you have been playing songs at night. Basha, what are you telling us?
I think I'm enjoying my own company as alone. I mean,
I
so
think my wife is going to love your idea because she's been saying spend more time. So because yes, we need to spend quality time with one
yeah,
another.
yeah,
Work is
then
important
only
and everything, but we need to have a balanced life. Balanciaga it. It's good to have a balanced life.
sometimes people who are in relationship on the time they give good attention to each other, which means they are in the stage, they met a new person, they are in relationship at first, that there will be some curiosity. We have to gift someone, we have to go and talk, we have to, definitely I go and meet this person today.
Yeah.
So that curiosity will be not be the same when they're getting married or
Yeah.
they will be in long-term relationship. So
Yeah.
things are totally different when where the relationship is. It will be if it is a long distance. On long distance, they are very curious and very happy to share their thoughts in video calls and
Mm.
calls. When they come and meet each other, they will not talk that much what they did before,
Yeah.
because there is a glitch. That is the glitch they are facing
Mm.
in their
Mm.
relationship.
Yeah.
So it is a kind of experiment. So we have to experiment our relationship in a different stages. We have to share our thoughts. If it is working, definitely you can go and you can be with the person as long. But if it is not working, please stop at this stage and think what is happening in your life, whether you can able to drag it to long time or you have to stop it. Stop it. Saying no is not a bad idea, and
Very
it's not a
correct.
bad word what we have. So be mature in this thing and take a good decision. It's what I feel. It's a clear cut way
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
realizing whether it is going to work or not
yeah.
before
Mm-hmm.
going to make it a
Yeah.
more worse,
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
starting to the things fall
Yeah.
back. Just
Yeah.
having a transparency and communicating what it is there in our mind about these things and clearing the thoughts and
Yeah.
making clear that it is not affecting each other. Even
Mm.
though after the everything is done, if it is not working and if you stopped, whenever you see, at least you can smile each
Yeah.
other and say hi openly without keeping any of
Yeah.
grief inside or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, that is the only thing which is needed. That's
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Prevention
and a
is,
successful, yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
can tell like
So
that.
a successful relationship is better than a broken marriage. So
Yes.
relationship success is not that you got married. Relationship success is that you got to understand that we don't complement each other. We are competing, we are arguing, we are this, we are that, we are those, we are that. And at one point you're gonna just draw the line and say, I love you so much to put you in the house, to go into the same house with you, because we're just gonna suck up energy from both of us. And at that point, you draw the line, and you can still be friends. But very important, not every friendship ends up in marriage.
yeah.
Exactly.
And that's one thing to have in mind, and it's very important and to differentiate the two. All right, family. I think it's the first of the series. We're going to go into the next topic again, still relationships again. And so watch out our videos, like, subscribe, share. But this is Bashar's line. I stole it from him. Like, subscribe, share, and then come back again on Wednesday next week, and to see the remaining part of this video, because we're talking about several aspects of relationship. The second segment is going to be the bomb. You don't want to miss it. Trust me, you've
Yeah.
not had Ramya, Kitna, and Bashar in one room together for a long time online. So we're going to get all this energy from them and then talk about the second part of this video. So see you.
Yeah,
Bye,
yeah. See
everyone.
you all.
Bye
And
everyone.
one more thing is there.
Yep.
So there are some reflections from the previous video. We talk about we
Yes.
need a break from our routine. So
Yeah.
we are going to share our what we did, how we took a break from our routines. So you people can also share your videos if you want to share in our channel, YouTube channel. So we'll
Yeah.
share is as a short videos.
Yeah.
So you can mail us. So you can share your videos to our mail address if you want.
Yeah.
And okay, we are signing off from this talk part one. We'll
Yeah.
join with you all in part two. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everyone.